How are you? Okay, so let's talk. The question is, where are you holding yourself back from abundance in your life? Where are you preventing the flow of abundance and prosperity and good fucking shit from coming into your life? Where is that going on for you? Because truth be told, you're the boss. You are the creator of your reality. It is true, life happens, that there is a lot that is out of our control. But let's just say this, even the crappy stuff, even the shit that comes into your world is coming into your world because you've called it in. Because somewhere you've set an intention that says, I want love, I want peace, I want happiness, I want a relationship. So in order for the new to be born in your life, the old must die. In order for the new to be born, the old must die. The old beliefs, toxic friendships, trauma, childhood trauma, pain, grief, sorrow. It's so funny. Even as I'm making this video, I'm getting some emotions arising. So where are you holding yourself back from abundance? Okay? Because in order to attract abundance into our life, like abundance could be more money. Abundance can be many, many things. It could be more money, a better relationship. It could be the promotion you've always wanted. It could be support from other people. It could look like, good things happening. It could look like luck being on your side. It could be, the weight coming off. Whatever abundance looks like to you. If it's not flowing in, it's because there is something that is holding it back. So with abundance, in order to attract abundance, you need to be abundant. In order to attract whatever you want to bring into your life, you have to be that in the moment, which is so hard because if you don't feel abundant, it's very hard to make yourself feel abundant. But the key is, it's about becoming the vibration, the same vibration as what you're trying to attract. For example, I'm going to give you an example. So in my life, I'll say one more thing. If you want to become a successful CEO, like $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 a month earner, you need to think like a $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 a month, entrepreneur. You can't be operating, how would that person think? Would they be scared of making investments in their business? Hell no. Would they be scared of hiring staff? Damn right, no. Would they make quick decisions? Yes. So you need to start acting as if. So here's a situation that I had in my life, and I just have to share because the universe is magical. The universe is magical. And when you start to see the synchronicities in life, be prepared to be amazed. Okay, that's how you know you're in alignment, is when you start to see the magic happen. So here's a little story. 3 weeks ago, and I'm gonna just make it short because I don't want this to be a long video, but 3 weeks ago, my son's dad wanted split custody. It brought up a lot of emotions for me, obviously. Heartbreak, grief, and also because sometimes pretty much 90% of the time, my son doesn't want to go. And I knew I had to have a conversation with him, but it is very challenging to have a conversation with him because he doesn't make it easy. And I'll just stop there. Okay? And it reminds me of growing up with my father. And my father was very hard to talk to, very strict. You had to behave. You have to follow the rules. And the kids don't have an opinion. Whatever the parents say goes. And when it comes to admitting he's wrong, there's none of that. And very defensive and scary. Right? Scary. And so I kept putting this conversation off, and it was a very guttural thing because I knew I had to have the conversation, but I felt terrified inside. I felt like a 5-year-old kid. Anybody feel like that? Anybody feel like a 5-year-old child sometimes when they have to do things they know they're supposed to? Anybody feel terrified about having conversations? Anybody feel scared about standing up to people? I'm not perfect. I'm a counselor, but I'm not perfect either. And, I know my shit, and my program gets crazy results. But let me tell you, I'm still human. And so the funniest thing, and I've been really working on, the minute I have something scary, boom, I do it. And I'll tell you why. Because for those 3 weeks that I didn't speak my truth, my sales and my breakthrough calls in my business, like the amount I booked and the amount of sessions, went to that. So I went from, enrolling people and making a ton of, having people come in, and then all of a sudden, boom, nada, nil, nothing. Okay? And the other thing that happened at the same time, and this is the thing, is I was operating totally from fear. So try to bring in abundance into your life when you're coming from fear. It's just never, ever, ever, ever. Did I say never, ever, ever going to work? So the other thing I did is I was exhausted. I was feeling exhausted because I just did a ton of work, and I'm super proud of myself. But I needed to hire help. But what did that mean? That meant hiring more people, and I just dropped 40 G's on stuff, and that's another big payout of hiring a social media person and hiring an admin assistant. And it was terrifying. And I was allowing, let's just word this correctly, I was allowing fear to control my life because I was so terrified of taking steps. But I wasn't thinking, I want to be a $30,000 entrepreneur, but I'm not thinking like a $30,000 entrepreneur. Do you see? That's why your dreams don't come true, because you got to be and think as if it is already here. So interesting enough, what happened is when I chose, I started hiring the people, and I actually stopped putting it off and I implemented it. So I hired everybody. I finally took the effort and slowed down enough to write what they needed to do. You know how hard it is to train people? Very challenging. It takes time and effort to train people. And then I had the conversation that I didn't want to have, and I had to have multiple conversations because, they kept being put off multiple times. So I kept like having to have the conversation, and then it wasn't resolved. And again, it was like, I got to have another conversation, and my son's dad isn't really willing to have many conversations. So the minute I had the conversation, it was like a weight had been lifted off my shoulders. Anybody feel that? Anyone have conversations they know they need to have with people for 2, 3, 4, 5 years, and they've never had them? They still haven't had them. Conversations with your mothers, conversations. This is not just 5 years. For many of my clients in the program, there is conversations they haven't had with their family about how they really feel for 30, 40, 50 years. You know what weight that does? What fucking poison that is in your body, not having those conversations for 50 years? Oh my God. Can we just scream together, everybody? Like, oh, fuck. Stab to the heart. That's what it does. It is robbing you. It is robbing you of an amazing, magical, juicy, succulent, extraordinary life. It is preventing you. It is holding you back from everything you desire. Because the minute I made this final phone call, 11:30 at night, talked to his dad, felt this huge relief. I was like, ah! I felt like that. I was like, I'm a bird. I'm a bird. I was like, ah! 2 minutes later, I get a call from my friend I haven't talked to in 8 years. And if she watches this video, she's gonna be like, that was me. That was me. Struggling with addiction, different things. Obviously, I'm not saying your name. I love you. And reaching out, asking for help, being super courageous because she's the boss and she's amazing. And wouldn't you know, I literally got on the phone and instantly we had this most amazing conversation, connected, heartfelt, juicy, awesome, and is going to be doing the program. It is like, she's like, I saw your video, it's amazing. And the crazy thing is, I have been marketing this entire time. I've been marketing this entire time. Crickets. I decide to act from a place of courage, a place of abundance, a place of power, a place of fearlessness. Boom, the universe says, oh yeah? How can you teach clients to be fearless when you're not fearless yourself? Makes sense? How can I help clients with fearlessness when I'm not being fearless? So every time I'm not being that which my clients need too, it's like, of course, it doesn't come in. And so it was crazy. So literally, it was amazing because not only was I robbing me of like connecting and help and bringing abundance into my life, I was robbing her of getting the support, getting the nurturing, getting everything she needs to be awesome and successful and fulfill her dreams. So, and then the very next day, I got another call in the morning, out of the blue, had an amazing conversation, booked another client out of the blue in a second. And then again. So literally within a day, I booked like 12 grand of sales, and fuck the money. Yeah? Because when you start to realize when you're chasing money and you start making it, it's not about the money. It's not about the money. It's about the community. It's about the relationships. It's about making a difference. And that's what I feel like, I was robbing myself of that abundance in my life. Where are you robbing yourself of magic, abundance, flow, dreams? Step up. It's time to take your power back. It's time to be fucking fierce, and don't honor your fears. Honor your courage. For anyone that thinks about that and says, that is hard. That is hard. Because when it's not as easy to do it sometimes. It's in us, as 5-year-old children, we're operating as 5-year-old children who feel powerless. And that's why in this Breakdown to Breakthrough program, you learn how to go in back to the child and give that child what they needed to hear or say. You learn how to dive deep. You learn how to have fearless communication, how to honor your anger, how to express your anger, how to feel like you deserve your anger, you're worthy of being upset. How to have nonviolent communication. It's an art form. Like, I didn't go to my son's dad and start reaming him out. Respect. Honesty, authenticity. So, how do you have enough self-love? This was the Breakdown to Breakthrough program teaches. How do you have self-love to love yourself enough to take action? So if anybody is struggling, book in for a breakthrough call. Book in. Don't waste another minute of your life. Don't let fear be your king or queen. Okay? Don't let fear be the boss, man. Run the show. Step up. Okay? I love you. I love you. I love you. See you soon.